In the continuation, we're gonna talk about acquire coordinates, publish coordinates, and reset shared coordinates. That we're gonna explain them, and we're gonna set them into one group since they are related to each other. As you can see, we can use acquire coordinate to determine the coordinates used in the link project and use them in the current project. So we can acquire the coordinates for some files and then share the acquired coordinates with other files. Since you may have seen some files that you have to acquire the related coordinates and share them with others, that you have to use acquire coordinate. For instance, here we got a file which it is saved as host model. We open insert tab, link add. Then I have saved an AutoCAD file like this way at origin point 0. Then I want to import it per meters and auto origin to internal origin. But before that, let me open the site plan view, visibility graphics overrides, site, and internal origin to make it visible. Afterwards, I want to select it. As you can see, all of them are at the same position, but I want to change the position of server point. Like this way, we select it and then I move it. Great. By this way, I unpin it. Well done. 0 for the elevation. Right click. And 0 for the X and Y. And again I unpin it to move it. Watch this. Since I move the project base point. Here we got server point, the project base point, and the symbol shows the internal origin point. Then from insert tab and link add, and note that I want to review this, that from location, you can open location and define the desired coordinates for your project address. So you'd better to specify this at the beginning of the process of your modeling so you won't be encountered with other problems. Okay, so let me choose one of the points as our coordinate. For instance, I position it there and then I click on OK. After that, from insert tab, link CAD, I select the CAD file per meters origin to internal origin, then I click on open. Watch this, it is positioned at the origin point since we have set it to auto to origin. In the continuation, we can open manage tab, coordinates, acquire coordinates to determine the coordinates. However, let me change the scale to show the dotted lines 1 to 10. Coordinate, acquire coordinate. Then I click on the linked file by this way. But before click on it, you may have chosen another point for project basement like this. And for instance, you may have added some elements like a wall. Suppose that this is our project and its position like this way. Trim, and then consider this as your project. Modify and trim, and this is enough. I want to add a door here in level 1. I add a door here and these two and so on. I make the project complete. Then I adjust the project base point at the corner of the project while we set and we adjust the server point at the corner of the topography or landscape. So after adjusting these positions from Manage tab, Coordinate, Acquire Coordinate. I click on it, then I click on the CAD file. Watch this, coordinates acquired from Acquire Coordinates. Watch this, the server point is positioned at D. So the coordinates between the DWG file and the server points are shared. And you may have other files. Let me open the site plan view. For instance, here. Let me set up another project here. Like this way. Check it out. I move it there, and then I add the project base point at the corner of the model. Then using floor, I add a floor here, then the R for adding some doors, windows, like this way. However, adding doors and windows are necessary, but we are just preparing the example. We open the site plan, project base point and server point. Let me save the file as linked file, linked model, backup one, and save. I close it and close the another one. Then from insert tab, link Revit, I want to link linked model here with the same positioning. Check it out, this is its position. And then if I position it there, I move it. As you can see, it has its own coordinates or positions, which this because it is using a different server point. Then from Manage tab, I want to use Publish Coordinates to determine the coordinates used in the current model and use them for the linked model. Then I should click on the linked model in order to publish the coordinates for the current project to the linked model. Firstly, in location and site, we can rename it. I click on OK. Then as you can see, the server point for the linked model is the same as the project. Let me save this file. Watch this. You have changed the current position in linked model. What do you want to do? Save it, do not save it, or disable unshared positioning. Then here I want to click on save to save the coordinates. So if I open the file, open and unload, then I open the site plan. As you can see, the server point is changed. So this causes just when we want to load other files, let me load the CAD file by shared coordinates. Check this out. It is positioned at the exact place, like this way. So you don't have to change the positions again since they are aligned. Reload it. Watch this. The positions are shared and saved. And the next one is reset, which resets the coordinates. For instance, you may have modified the positions for server points, project base point. Here from visibility graphics, site, internal origin, I want to show it in the model. Okay. Then from manage tab, project reset shared coordinates. Watch this. I have reset the entire ones. Again, let me move them. Afterwards, from cat link, I want to add it to internal origin, then acquire firstly. Watch this. I have adjusted the server point. However, we can move the file Then if I want to use this, as you can see, coordinates not acquired from acquire coordinate. This selected link has the same coordinates with the host model. So the coordinate is already acquired and we have to reset it if we want to acquire it for other files. So reset shared coordinates, watch this. It reset to its default mode and then we can use acquire coordinates again. So you have to reset it like this way. And then this is very valuable for us.